Welcome to day 2 of our general strength block number 3. So for our A block today, we're going to have dumbbell RDL. That's going to be 3 sets of 8 total. Then we're going to have our dumbbell offset carry marches. That'll be 3 sets of 10 on each side. All right, so let's get into it. First, we have our dumbbell RDL. We're going to be using our 2 dumbbells. You're going to hold it exactly like you would a barbell in front of you. Shoulders back, slide bend your knee. Push your hips back out of the way. My back is staying straight. My shoulders are staying back. I go down mid of my shin and come straight back up. All right. So again, there will be 8. Then we will have our offset carry marches. So we are going to have one dumbbell up over our head, the other one down by our hip, and we're going to march, knees up, toes up. Okay, that'll be 10 on each side there. Then we will do the other side, and that will be 10 on each side there. All right, so let's get started. All right, here we go, our first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's move to our offset carry. So remember here, we got to try to keep our core tight while we are marching. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. On to our set 2. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, really squeezing our glutes and our hamstrings here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Offset carries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Starting our last set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go into our marches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Good job. That is our A block. Now we're moving to our B block. All right, so for our B block, we're going to have our 3-point stance single arm row. That'll be 3 sets of 8 on each side. Then we will have our dumbbell walking lunges, or no weight, just walking lunges. That will be 3 sets of 6 on each side. So for our 3-point stance, we are going to have some sort of bench, some sort of chair, anything to where we can create that 3-point stance. So 1 point will be our hand, and then the other 2 points will be our feet. Shoulders back, flat back. From here, we're going to grab the dumbbell. My shoulder is going to be lower than my other shoulder. From here, I'm going to row, elbow to the sky, and all the way extended back down to the ground. All right. So again, right there, we're staying in that flat back, shoulders back, squeezing our core. All right. Then for our walking lunges, you can have dumbbells or you can have no weight. All we're going to be doing is walking back and forth. Whenever you lunge out, you want to make sure that you go into that 90 degrees on both knees. Stand straight back up, keeping your chest tall. Try not to lean forward. That knee does not need to go over that toe. All right. You don't have to go all the way to the ground to where your knee taps, but if you feel comfortable, you may go ahead and do that. All right. So there we will have 6 on each side. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. First set, 8 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, go into our walking lunges. I'm going to count to 12 here since it's 6 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's set 1. Going to set 2. Back to our single arm row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, go into our walking lunges again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. If that starts to feel uncomfortable for you, you can just do a split stance, down and straight back up. Last round. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, walking lunges. Last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good job. That's our B block. Now we're going to our C block. All right, so for our C block, we're gonna have 3 sets of 10 total or 3 sets of 8 on each side. So first one, we've got our kettlebell high pull. Again, that's gonna be 10 reps. So we're gonna grab one kettlebell. From here, all you're going to do is bring elbows up to the sky, kettlebell to your chin, and back down. Keeping those shoulders back and chest tall. Then we'll go dumbbell shrugs. So we'll have 2 dumbbells or kettlebells. Outside of our hips, we're going to bring our shoulders all the way up to our ears and back down. You can do these seated as well if you would like. So again, keeping your shoulders back, chest tall, shrug all the way up to the sky. So that will be 10 as well. And then we will do dumbbell floor press. So here we're going to be alternating. So we'll do each side. So from here, we'll be seated all the way on the ground. You're going to bring your dumbbells up to your knees. Use those knees to rock back, lay flat on the ground. When we alternate, we're going to start all the way up at the top. My dumbbells are turned 45 degrees. I'm going to bring one down and back up, and then the other one down and back up. All right. Now when we are done, we're going to turn our dumbbells neutral grip, drop to our elbows, and then drop to the floor. All right. So again, we'll do 8 on each side right there. All right, we will have 3 sets. Let's get started. First with our high pulls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now for our shrugs. All the way up to the sky. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Dumbbell alternating floor press. Take a minute to get set. Pause the video if you need to. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good, that was round 1. Now we're starting round 2. Grabbing our kettlebell for our high pull. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now our shrugs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now for the floor press. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and done. All right, now we're starting back over, going to our high pulls. Last round here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, our shrugs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Onto our floor press. Last one. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good job. That was our C block. Now we're going to our finisher. All right, so for our finisher, we will have 2 rounds of these 3 exercises, and they will be 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. All right, so our first exercise will be our bear crawl hold. Now you can do that elevated on a chair, or you can do it against the wall. You can do a plank, whatever feels more comfortable for you. But here is a bear crawl hold. You are going to be on the ground, hands and knees. Knees are going to be 2 inches above the ground. My feet are going to be square right under my hips, same as my knees. And I'm going to lift up and hold. Now, you can do this, again, you can do it on an elevated surface. Bear crawl hold here. Or you can go into a plank if that makes you more comfortable. All right, so tucking our pelvis, squeezing our core, making sure we are staying parallel to that floor. All right, then we're gonna have our weighted dead bow. You can choose any sort of weight that you would like. All you're gonna do is hold it directly above your shoulders. So we're gonna be laying flat on our back. Plate, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever you have. Again, it's going to be straight up over your shoulders from here. Back is flat against the ground. I am going to extend one leg while my other one stays bent, and then bring it back to the center. So we are alternating here, all right? And lastly, we have our bugs or our suitcases that are going to be around some sort of object. You can use a foam roller, you can use a chair, the side of a chair, any sort of object that you can try to go side to side and around. So you can do it again laying down on your back completely flat, and you can put your hands underneath your bottom. You can slightly lift up your shoulder blades and your head, and we are going to go to one side, crunch, over to the other side. All right, so that's going to be laying down. Then you can also do it to where your hands are slightly behind you, and you are going to do the same exact thing, crunch, side to side. All right, so if this one bothers your tailbone, then the first one is going to be a better choice for you. All right, so let's start that timer and let's get started. All right, here we go, starting with that bear crawl. 4, 3, and up. Squeezing that core, holding tight. If you feel it in your quads too, you're doing it right. All right, now we're going to our dead bug with our plate. Here we go, 5. Good, now we're going to our bugs. 5, 4, 3. Fully extending those legs. Engaging that core. This is also going to help with our hip flexors. Good, now we're going to be starting over, last round, almost done. Good, now we're going to our dead bug. Last one here. Only a minute left of work, here we go. Good, now we're going to our bugs. Last exercise. Here we go. Good job. That was our day 2 of our general strength block. See you tomorrow or next time for our day 3.